lurkers and archaeologists, I'm John Proxy. Welcome to the proximity. Welcome to my NieR Replicant. Which version? It's not version 1 of the Replicant. The heck? It's a version 1.22474487139, and it goes on forever. It's quite a long version, to be honest. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get to ending B. Probably won't be in the next couple of hours, but hopefully in today's recording stream it'll happen at some point, maybe, who knows. Now it might look like I'm about to go somewhere, but I'm actually going to go back into the village and check on my flowers. It's the most exciting way to start a video. I can talk again. Oh wow. Oh look, I now have a meal, yes, a meal ticket to winning. It's not what I meant, but whatever. Yes, we have these costumes I've just unlocked. And these flowers. Oh no, the flowers have died. Let's collect these flowers. Okay, not the way I actually meant to open these videos, but luckily I can harvest them for seeds. Oh, look at this, I got some... I didn't actually see what type of seeds they were. Red. Indigo. Well, we're at least getting more indigo seeds out of this. Red. It looks like we're going to be doing red and indigo again. Or are we? Red. You see one peach one there. I meant to do the last 3 as peach, and I did it wrong. Ah, what an exciting way to open up the episode! With planting seeds. I was going to do this off screen, but I slept all day. Don't know why. I've been trying to use a jet lag medicine to get my sleep schedule correct. And I thought I was doing fine, and then I just needed another like 4 hours sleep today. Because I guess I'm still behind. Which is a shame. But at least a couple more peaches. We're going to need more. I think I'm going to put some peach seeds down just in case. Or... No, because we needed that to pan out. We need the red blue to have done something and it didn't. It's red indigo, isn't it? Right, that's easy enough to do. So we have loads of red now. So, yeah, we probably have enough peach. But it doesn't matter because we won't lose it. But we're going for red indigo right now. So that's the first thing we're doing. Red indigo, like that. Just imagine that many times over. You won't have to imagine that. Red, I'm going to have to get my asthma pump. So this guy should continue. While I go and get my asthma pump. Nope, it's not automated, John. You're doing this yourself. Oh. Never mind then. I'm not cheating. I don't know why I'm not cheating. I just decided not to cheat. Like, I know, I appreciate it's just busy work, but... that was indigo, wasn't it? My word, John. Indigo red. Indigo. Red. We still need to water all these plants as well. Indigo. Red. We're probably not going to do too many more side quests because I just need stuff. Red. Indigo red. There we go. It didn't take so long, did it? Asthma pump is just over there as well. Water them all. Very slowly water them all. Ha ha ha. Oh, yeah. It's kind of relaxing. Probably less so than real gardening. Just something I expect a bunch of people did during the pandemic when they were locked in their houses. I didn't. There were no plants in my house. I like plants. They look nice and all. I just worry that I won't nurture them and they'll die. And I figure, you know, it's not like that chicken that just exists regardless. Gotta take care of them. Like these seeds that keep dying. He dyes his hair as well. Are these new costumes then? Did Papa NieR get costumes? Feels like a Soul Calibur costume. Like not a main, a costume. Are we still slightly overpowered? These are all questions I've had time to ask while watering my plants. But we're on to the final stretch now. Oh no! I took the wrong time to take a sip. Lovely. We could try and earn some more. I'm sure we'll be back though. We're now in a position where I think I'm comfortable with going to the Forest of Myth. Because I assume it's going to be new stories if I go there. Let's carry on with the plot though. Always been 4 pillars there. Right, also, I don't think I need weapons until the 3rd way round. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. I'm missing a weapon. I mean, I'm missing 3 weapons, but 2 of them are from the diary. Cushion isn't very comfortable today.
Hey, Popola.
Ah, you're back.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lord's key?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time yet.
I see. Well, can I take something off your plate in the meantime?
Oh, how about this? You know the ferryman with the red bag, right?
Ah, I see what we're doing.
Well, he's been skipping out on work lately. Can I ask you to go to Seafront and check on him?
Sure thing.
I'll take the Oh. Well, I can tell you I had a lovely meal with him the other day.
I'll do what I can to figure out the key.
So, had we just gone to the Forest of Myth, he would have survived longer. I guess we're going to find out the secrets Where's that so? By the way, I might want to shift the camera.
This feels alarmingly familiar.
Ha! I'm sure that couple is merely having another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
Well, they got to have the meal this time. Oh, hello, Uchi. I'm gonna go to a boat, and I think I'm gonna move myself when I get the opportunity slightly to the right. You can see less of the shadow I'm creating because there's a light source there. We're now in costume. Right, I'm back. Slightly more covering the map, but the maps for me only. Yes, NieR finally. Yes, I feel like this shouldn't take too long. I wasn't supposed to be asleep all day. I've been taking my lag medicine at 2 AM, which is later than sensible, but certainly better than apparently sleeping all day. I don't know why I didn't take the ball. Fancied the walk, apparently. See the sights, you know, get used to the fighting system. I mean, arguably, I'm better off not fighting the Shades if the general theme of this playthrough is going to coalesce. There's a picture of a meal there. Doing his magic.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh? What's that?
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Huh.
Oh God, it's over. My life is over.
What's wrong?
Oh, hey, I remember you. You're the ones who helped us out way back when.
We had lunch with each other like a day ago.
Seeing as we've come all this way, I suppose we had best ask, what is the matter?
I deliberately didn't see any of the stuff I hadn't seen before in Luke's stream, so I duck out if there was any new stuff.
I had a fight with my husband, and he ran away from home.
Yes. You may color me utterly flabbergasted.
But it's all that idiot's fault. I was saving up a bunch of apples, and he went and ate 10 of them.
10 apples.
That's actually sort of impressive.
Well, sure, I may have lost my temper a little, but I can't believe he just up and left. He's been gone for a week now, and it's...
Oh, I see. By the way, there was a choice there the first time round, and it took it away from me this time round. That sort of impressive was a, yeah.
All right. We'll help you find him.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
I assume they restored some stuff that wasn't quite finished. Like ending.
And here we go again. Shall we begin by asking around at the tavern like before?
Hey there. I'm looking for the guy with the red bag. You seen him around lately?
Really? Is that couple fighting again?
Yeah, the guy took off and hasn't been seen since. I take it this isn't a surprise?
Hardly. Their arguments are legendary. Well, anyway, I think he's from that village with the library. Maybe he went back home.
He
I think
didn't.
his
We would have
brother
passed
was
him.
barred there or something.
Thanks for the tip. I'll see what I can figure out.
So I understand.
Say, you're pretty handsome. Care to buy a lonely woman a drink?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh god, is she gonna have a sad backstory as well? Everyone's got a sad backstory. Let's take the ball. Oh, nope, not yet.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that? Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now. Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway? Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared.
Everyone in this universe wears Ugg boots. So I briefly worked in Shoe Zone, a very cheap UK store for shoes. The shoes you couldn't leave at the front were Ugg boots, because it's teenage girls that would steal them. That's the most commonly stolen item. So it's like, yeah, put them in, align the shop anywhere you like. Just don't put the Ugg boots right next to the front, or because somebody will just come in and nick them.
Seeing people like that puts a little spring in your step, you know?
I say Ugg boots.
Truly are a maddening bunch.
We didn't
Such
sell Ugg boots.
buffoonery does little more than wear this old tome out.
We sold Ugg style boots. I wouldn't recommend anything from Shoe Zone, by the way. Shoe Zone was awful. Well, Shoes won. Yeah, they'd look fine. They'd just fall apart in like a month. Okay, we're going back home, aren't we? I don't know why I saved.
I heard the guy in this house died 4 years ago.
It's probably important. Ah.
Hey there. How you feeling? Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today.
Yeah. Go bread. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, easy there.
I have no idea when I'm going to get the COVID shot. Presumably it's going to happen at some point.
Jeez, you must have been starving. Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you, so just take it easy so you don't choke on it, okay?
If you eat it slower, it'll fill you up better.
So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid. You got a name?
Bread. Brebera.
Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise.
Not quite Brebera, but yeah, okay, fine, Louise.
Yeah, what about Louise?
I feel like if she has a name, Louise is just a terrible choice, but whatever.
I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think? Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise.
I mean, it's not like she's feral. I mean, she's dressed up. I mean, I know from my perspective she's a giant monster, but like, from his perspective, that's some random... Like, she's got a name. I assume she bites or something, that's why he didn't take her into town. I'm gonna guess that. Hello, boy.
We searched the southern plains back when the wife ran off too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
Lots changed since then. So it's kind of nice when we find something that hasn't. The fact that couple is still arguing almost fills me with
Determination?
hope, I guess.
Oh.
If you asked me, that particular couple could benefit from a little change.
You may rue those words, book. Ergo made a new friend. Guess what? He's a king! I wish I had some friends. We walked past him.
Oh, hey, it's you. What's up?
You're related to the ferryman who carries a red bag around, right?
Never learned his name.
Yeah, he's my little brother. Haven't seen him in a while, though.
A shame. Have you any idea where he may have absconded to?
Not a clue. Like I said, I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So what... I was saying this before, but they do a good job of making this feel like a side quest. So, like, you don't expect a giant monster to turn up during a side quest?
Oh, but the last time I did see him, he said something about using his ferry to deliver letters. Maybe you should try talking to someone at the post office.
I guess we could ask the postman over in Seafront.
Just once, I would enjoy receiving a quest that can be solved in the general vicinity of the asker.
Indeed, Vice, indeed. Yeah, I just think it's interesting that they...
I cannot believe how many trips we have made simply to track down a single man.
It's alright to do this kind of thing every now and then.
I only pray this is not the calm before some manner of storm.
I think it's interesting that they don't name the postman. They don't name the ferryman.
Say there, lad, have you ever penned a missive?
You mean a letter? No. I'm not big on writing. It always takes me forever to figure out what I want to say.
What's to figure out? One simply takes quill in hand and unleashes their soul upon the canvas of the page.
Whatever you say, Vice.
Yeah, I didn't want to disturb Vice. spoon.
Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something. Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well, what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look.
So there are dead bodies on the ship, right? Like, so I'm assuming he's a little bit, like, magically enthralled.
If you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly. What's wrong? Don't you want to see? Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight.
No, they don't like sunlight, do they?
Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time in the dark, huh?
It was only Hansel and Gretel that they said they don't like sunlight. Because, like, quite a lot of the monsters are outside.
Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that sound?
There's a bit of a meal. Super Saiyan flying. I guess that's Superman flying. The post office.
That husband and wife sure do enjoy it.
We took a silly way round to the post office. What we got there? That's scratch.
Hey, postman. Oh, sorry. You're not him.
How dare you?
I'm sure as hell not. I just swung by to pick up a letter and wound up running the damn place. Anyway, you here for a package or something?
Oh, I got my job as well.
No. There's this couple who's always fighting, and the husband took off. So I'm trying to track him down. Ring any bells?
Sorry, pal. You're asking the wrong guy. Still, that's pretty weird. My buddy's daughter took off too. Maybe running away is the cool thing to do now.
I find it exceedingly unlikely this pair of runaways is mere coincidence.
Any idea where she might have went?
That is the question, isn't it? Actually, you know what? I bet she went to check out the huge shipwreck that drifted into the inlet the other day. Not often something like that comes around. It's all the kids have been talking about.
So this is the smartest guy in this questline so far. Yeah, something strange going on. Do you have any idea what it might be? It might be that huge fucking ship! Oh yeah, of course. Thanks, dude. Gonna try and be as humorous as possible before this quest gets inexplicably sad. Actually, this quest was already quite sad, but
Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this. Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song.
Where did it come from?
Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step.
You were humming that?
Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier.
Songs that get you through the hard times and songs that get you through the better times.
I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing.
I don't know, you sounded like a harmonica just then. That was very impressive. Harpsichord. Sorry, not a harmonica.
Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there.
Alright, I'm guessing we're in metaphor territory.
But you're actually pretty good.
Fair enough.
You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died.
I was wondering if that would come up, because I was going to say, the postman is linked with somebody already in the plot. A side quest person that everyone was like, you've got to do the lighthouse quest, that's the important one.
She used to hum this same song a lot. I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something, and I guess it just kind of stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago. Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
We never did learn the name of the lady of the lighthouse. I understand Route C. You don't actually have to pay attention to the plot anymore. You just got to rush to the end and make sure you have all the weapons.
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
See, now I know what his voice sounds like, so I can tell how far off I was. The answer is really far off indeed.
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
A shipwreck, is it? I suppose we might as well investigate, see...
Yes, we might as well.
Seeing as how we lack any other tenable leads.
Right. Let's head for the inlet. Kaine. Emil.
It's not a good sign.
What's going on? I haven't seen you two come into Seafront in, well, ever, I guess.
Sorry for the surprise. Kaine said she sensed something strange in the area.
Strange how? Like a shade?
Maybe? I'm not sure. There's some kind of sound or something coming from up ahead.
What an incredibly specific piece of information the hussy has graced us with.
What's the phrase? I have a general... No, damn, I'm trying to remember it. It's from Adventure Time. They meet like a sphinx. And he has like a generalized knowledge of some things, or something like that. It's a very funny line.
What is it, Kaine?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Ship. So, I'm guessing this is the ship. This... I'm assuming it has something to do with the lighthouse.
Some way to get inside that thing.
This ship is in a state of wanton decay.
Where is the lighthouse?
Surely
There it
we
is.
can find a hole or some such if we put our minds to it.
They did keep telling the lighthouse lady that she needed to light the lighthouse to prevent shipwrecks. But obviously, her beau died at sea, but like years ago.
These planks seem to be covering a rather large hole.
Presumably the postman puts these planks here.
We can probably get in if we move them out of the way.
I'm worried about whatever it is Kaine is sensing. We should make sure we're really prepared before going inside.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's weird that they put a choice here with beyond a point of no return for certain things. But I get that you just can't leave this bit.
So, were you able to write that letter? You know, now that I've taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no reason to rush.
There's blood on the floor where she's standing.
You know, it makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking. How about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice, of course. Huh? The floor's wet. Wait, is this blood?
I hope this isn't Chris's blood.
Oh dear. Are you...
Oh, baby, that is one hell of a smell. We got something real nasty nearby, eh, Sunshine? Come on, don't tell me you ain't picked up on it yet. You of all people gotta know what this smell means.
This ship is in poor condition indeed. Do try not to thrash about and bring its timbers down around us, hussy.
Whatever.
You sure you're all right, Kaine?
You really shouldn't push yourself. Hey, I've got an idea. How about you and me search outside and get some nice fresh air in the process?
Sure. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Take care of Kaine for us, Emil.
Emil is on the case. Come on, Kaine. Let's get the lead out.
This place is pretty gloomy. I'm having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Well, as we've no other leads, let the search begin. Look there, on the floor. I believe we have found ourselves a lantern.
And there's still some oil in it. Nice.
Nice.
We require a key in order to proceed.
Wait, did you see that girl just now?
She had a red bag, the thief.
I did indeed. How on earth did she manage to get behind us?
By the doorway.
Perhaps she is the runaway we heard tell of at the post office. Best track her down and take her back to town with us. There's no one here.
There's two people missing, so she might actually just look like the runaway.
Weird. It's like we just saw a ghost.
Oh, what foolishness. I am certain this room merely contains a secret passageway or the like.
Old key.
What is with this ship anyway?
There may be clues somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
Old key.
It looks really dark up ahead.
Then perhaps we ought to make use of that lantern we just found, hmm?
I swear it was on already, but...
What's this? An apple. It's a bit bruised, but it's not super old or anything.
Oh, was the apples a present as well?
I wager it was dropped by that fruit-loving ferryman with the red bag. Perhaps he absconded to this ship to wait out the storm after yet another spirited debate with his wife. Ah, goodness, what a troublesome couple.
Let's keep moving.
What was that sound just now?
Sounds like it came from the floor above us. This barrel's been knocked over, and there's flour everywhere.
Surely it was toppled by the girl we saw at the entrance. Wait.
Surely.
Cast your eyes to the floor, lad. The missing child left white tracks in her passing. Should we follow them, I expect we will find our way to her.
Man, this book's got some serious heft to it. Wonder what it's for.
It would seem to be this ship's logbook. Let us avail ourselves of a gander. Records of the routes it traveled, the weather it encountered, and the places it made port, all in a painstaking level of detail. I would expect no less for a vessel of this size, until the day the records suddenly cease.
What the hell happened on this ship?
Yeah, I don't actually know what happened on the ship. Didn't it actually explain that?
The white handprints on the wall lead in the direction of this door.
That's weird. How is it locked if the girl just used it? Unless she's actually...
I demand you cease your interminable chatter about ghosts at once. The simplest explanation is that she locked the door from the other side.
I didn't even say anything yet. In any case, if we want to use the door, we'll have to find a key.
Let's go find one of those.
Did you see that light on the other side of the shelves?
A shame we cannot investigate further with these blasted things in our way. I would like a word with the interior designer who thought to put them here.
Hang on. I think I can move these.
It appears to be caught in a crack in the floor. It would not do to have the ground beneath our feet come undone, so let's give up on pushing the thing.
That's fine. I achieved what I wanted to.
Hey, there's a notebook on this desk. Oh, wow, this thing is crammed full of information.
That's fine, Richie.
A record of the cargo they carried, no doubt. Let me see. By my pages, this ship was used by slavers. How simply atrocious.
I did forget that.
Wait, you're telling me they sold people?
And made out quite handsomely from the transactions, it would seem.
How could they do something like that?
I do not know, nor do I care to ponder it. Let it suffice to say there are monsters who trade coin for misery in all corners of this accursed world.
There's a breeze coming through these shelves.
That white vase is rather conspicuous. Try giving it a nudge.
No, let's stand around and do nothing. Now let's nudge it.
That white vase.
Let's give it a nudge.
A hidden room. How delightful.
These chests are pretty huge.
And what do they contain? Treasure, perhaps?
I wish. Looks like a bunch of iron tools.
Those are no mere tools, lad. They are instruments of torture. I shudder to think what evil transpired in this room.
Probably a good thing that it ran aground then. Ooh. Is that because of the
Don't seem to be any shades around, at least.
the vaccine?
Fortunate for us. Now let no more time be wasted in our search for the townsfolk.
Was that your local temperature? Oh, I see. I have no idea. I would have no way of measuring my temperature. No, up the map.
The white tracks end here.
Wait, I hear something.
Oh, so that's singing I can hear.
Would it not be wise to explore the rooms on the floor above us?
Right, fine.
Whatever that sound was, it stopped. I swear it sounded like a girl.
This is a voice pipe. A contraption by which one's voice can travel to a faraway location.
Which means the girl is in whatever room this pipe connects to.
Hold a moment. I spy a chart of the ship's layout on the wall. Yes, this pipe connects to a cabin in the ship's stern.
Onward and, inward, I guess.
Indeed.
This little lantern has brought us quite far, hasn't it? We've done enough searching here. Onward.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. He just did it by himself. Oh, it does open.
Oh, damn. The hell is this smell?
Perhaps it is wafting from further inside?
Okay, but I wasn't quite done with this.
Should we not be heading farther in?
I've got to investigate these rooms.
Looks like somebody's journal. Here, let me see. It says the ship was attacked by some kind of monster.
Okay, I probably just forgot about this bit.
Seems like the person who wrote this holed up in here, while the monster roamed around the ship, killing everyone. Do you think that actually happened?
I cannot say. Though the term monster might well be referring to a shade.
But, you know, if they were slavers, then you know, that might not have been such a bad thing.
A kitchen, is it? Heavens, look at the size of this saucepan. This must have been where they prepared meals for the crew.
There's a note stuck to the counter. Extra rice, hold the peppers. Looks like the crew had some say over how they ate.
To be picky about one's food while at sea is a luxury indeed. Thinking back on it, the cuisine we were served during our visit to the bickering couple's home was quite particular in its choice of ingredients, was it not?
Is this a new line then? Or did I just not notice it didn't make sense last time?
Tell me about it. I feel like I've sampled every single recipe in the Apple Fanatics cookbook. Once we track down the ferryman, we should invite them to a meal at our place.
A fine idea, lad.
Dramatic irony for you.
Another apple.
Just how many apples does that quibbling husband keep on his person while he's out and about?
Oh, we were told 10.
Let's keep searching. Vice? I think the floor is...
Okay, no.
Speak to me, lad. Are you hurt?
Then it means the postie wouldn't have walked into the death room, but he would have noticed the death smell, surely.
Been better, but I'll live. I can't see a thing down here. And what is that terrible stench?
I suspect we may have fallen into the ship's hold.
The lantern got away from me during the fall. We'd better look for it.
It's just going to be all clowns.
Is that?
Clowns?
Louise, that's it! We found the lantern.
About time. Might I suggest you cease the celebratory fanfare and light the blasted thing already?
There are still red
Oh,
coloured
dear.
clowns.
Look at the bodies. They are all people from town. And, I fear, the missing ferryman.
Oh no. This can't be real. Why? Why did everyone have to... God damn it!
Pull yourself together, lad. Remember the presence Kaine sensed. The culprit who murdered these poor folk likely awaits us further within.
I won't let them get away with this.
That's enough, lad. Avert your eyes.
Oh, sorry. I'll answer after the scene. Why did things turn out like this? Is that a banana? Did he leave because of this body? That looks like tentacles. Oh, I see. Yes, she's got a jade arm. Just want to be able to talk with him. Don't want him to be afraid of me. I don't want him to hate me. I want to maintain a human form. I want to look at the sun, my own eyes. I want to sing beautiful songs. So if I can just eat more people, maybe then I can become a human. Okay, fair enough, that's what's happened. I've played some MMOs like Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV, but generally I don't play online games. I get anxious having to interact with people I don't know.
Hey, I didn't know you guys came back inside.
Did we ever? Found a nice hole in the wall to slide through. But then we heard a bunch of noise coming from that super dark floor downstairs. You sure had us worried.
Yeah, sorry about that. You feeling better, Kaine?
A little, yeah. Sorry for the trouble.
Good. That's good.
Jeez, you seem really down in the dumps. Did something happen?
Tell me, Kaine, that presence you sensed.
It's on the floor above us.
I feared as much. It seems we've little choice but to press onward.
There's a bunch of crumpled up paper here. Letters, maybe?
They all seem to have the same words written upon them, but the penmanship is so poor I cannot make heads nor tails of it.
Okay, that makes more sense now. So she tried to write letters.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, sunshine?
Not great. Can't you tell?
Ooh. Why would a ship have a postbox inside? Let's not question it. Very fancy looking door.
This would be the final room, yes? The culprit who murdered the townspeople may be behind this very door. Let us proceed with utmost caution.
That I shall. That I will.
It's that girl we saw when we first entered the ship.
Old lad, this is a lone child sitting inside a hulking ship littered with corpses. Something is clearly amiss.
There. Oh man, this shade is nuts! I think I'm in love. You can feel her power hanging in the air, and she ain't even trying yet. Things are finally heating up. Huh?
Could this girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
Oh, hey, it's you. Been a while.
Wait, you're the postman. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've been coming here a lot lately. I think this girl was on the ship when it drifted in.
It's good. It's interesting. People seem to like ending E, and like E's the new one. So like, presumably all the endings recontextualize everything you've already seen. So it's interesting that people really do like them quite a lot.
I've been keeping an eye on her until she's well enough to leave. Hey, so this is kind of awkward, but the girl is, you know, bleeding?
Oh yeah, he did say that last time.
I brought a bunch of bandages with me, but, well, how exactly does one deal with a woman's time of the month? Sorry. Clearly crossed a line there. Forget I said anything.
Stay the hell away from her! She isn't...
Oh, our weapons change. Just
Kaine! Emil!
we didn't have those axes before.
We'll figure something out. You just find a way to get the hell out of here.
The two of them will be fine, but you and I must withdraw.
Right, let's go fight some things.
The ship is collapsing. We must leave at once.
I appreciate you have to be coy about the different endings.
Very much aware of that, thanks. Let's go! Shades! Damn it, they're in the way!
Oh, these Emil, because I changed the spheres.
That hole up there.
There's an Emil face. Okay. And drop. Come on, defense won't last forever.
Glad you two made it out in one piece.
You're in one piece?
Yeah, we're good. But that poor postman is still trapped inside.
We'd better go help him out.
No shade would dare pursue us into sunlight such as this. We should use the opportunity to ready ourselves.
No, my defense.
What on earth?
She's getting there. God damn. I feel bad. About the vaccine, I mean.
shade being hurt by the sun.
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict. This light, something is coming. Get out of the way at once!
Oh, listen, it's singing. This thing actually thinks it's a person.
Ah, they're real faces. That's somewhat distracting.
I don't know where the singing lessons came from, but I do know it's sure as hell trying to eat us.
Aim for the tentacles with faces on them!
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
Plug in the wireless. Oh, I'm gonna have to take that vaccine at some point. I know it's worse for some people than it is for others, though. Oops, wrong button. Right, I think I'm going to turn off the meal faces. It's a little bit distracting. And not in a way that's useful. But,
You're doing it for him? How sad. How precious.
okay, I missed that line because I wasn't looking at the top of the screen. But I get the general theme. Oops. So that's singing.
Now is our chance. Attack with all that you have.
We're quite strong.
Did we get it? Oh, hell. That thing's huge.
Jeez, Louise.
Recover from such a grievous wound.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do shit against this thing.
Hey, the guy from the wars collapsed on the beach.
I'm doing quite well.
That Shade's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
Is this thing turning its body into spears and shooting them at us?
Fine then. I guess we'll all just sit around a campfire and sing songs until we get murdered.
God damn it.
I think I did this before, where I just completely didn't avoid getting whacked by faces.
The number of spears flying our way is increasing.
Yeah, I can see that. Damn it.
My word, if this continues...
Hey, over here! This guy's important to you, isn't he?
Yes! I didn't realise he'd have a canon voice actor. Just hug yourself back together.
Son of a... Is this thing immortal?
How can it withstand such an onslaught?
I'm really scared, guys.
We will be in grave danger if it unleashes that attack. We must stop it.
Detroit, become human. It's her real name, Detroit. I do wonder if I'll ever be strong enough to actually survive this bit.
I think we're in trouble.
What the hell are you doing? Stop him already!
My body won't... Damn it! Fuck!
Oh, no!
What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
Stop! Don't hurt these people!
And she's got the bow as well.
So you've been lying to me this whole time?
Yeah, he is.
You're a monster!
It stopped.
Focus on the source of its magic. Aim for the head.
L1.
We can never be together! You disgust me!
Oh, the ship's still embedded in it. Never noticed that before. Yeah, he's not getting those themes in play. I mean, it's sad, but they definitely was eating people. Like, tricking people to coming inside and eating them. But I get that the Shades are somewhat confused existentially. I think NieR is perpetually blinded by rage, though. Founder research report 66-2010. Physical attacks useless. Thermonuclear attacks useless. Unknown particles have been detected. Dealing with the situation will require proving the multi-origin theory. 1 week later. Yeah.
Thanks. You really saved our bacon.
You are what you eat, after all. Ah, bacon. Yes. No, I get the sort of practical magic idea of you consume, and you just gotta consume enough human, and we'll have enough human in us to be human. There's a train of logic there.
You've all done so much for me. Offering a little refuge is the least I can do. I don't have the words to express how sorry I am.
I think this story is a little longer than the rest as well. I was worried about how long ending B is going to take, although I didn't plan to wake up at 3 p.m.
We all knew townspeople were out there being eaten by a shade, but I never imagined I was taking care of it this entire time.
The fault lies with that foul creature alone, Postman, not yourself.
I mean, Vice isn't much better than NieR. He's very confidently wrong in lots of situations.
I hope I can believe that someday.
Alright, well, we'd better get going. There's someone else we need to break this news to.
Fair enough. I hope to see you out there on the old letter trail again soon.
Yes.
Hey, did you find my husband?
Yeah. The thing is...
Wait, why are you hesitating?
Okay, I shouldn't... Sorry, I have a bad habit of reacting to comments and forgetting there's a delay, so it's not always obvious which comment I'm reacting to. But yes, Kaine does seem to have a more understanding of what's going on. Right, I'm assuming it's Kaine that can understand the words of Shades, and that's the insight we're getting this time.
Is he alright? Please tell me he's alright. Come on, say something already.
I will tell her the truth again.
Your husband was killed by a shade. I'm sorry. We tracked him down, but it was already too late.
No, it can't be true. That big idiot, always carrying his bag around, thinking about me all the time. Oh God, this can't be happening.
It saddens this old tome to think we'll never hear those two at each other's throats again.
If only I'd gotten to him sooner. Damn it.
Do not let it burden you so, lad. You did the best you were able.
Right. That doesn't even count as a piece, does it? Can't remember if it does or not.
What's going to happen to our town?
Well, good things. Right, how long have we been streaming? Over an hour. Ergo and Vice are always together. They say even though they argue a lot, they're actually good friends. I wish I could travel with Ergo sometimes. The sea. My oldest enemy.
The hell's this, Sunshine?
A letter. That thing wrote it for the postman.
Ha! Man, that is some grade A chicken scratch.
She probably copied the letters as best she could.
So, what's it say?
I think our friend's gonna wake up soon. Let's go.
What did it say? She didn't tell the truth. It just doesn't... If you don't tell the truth, it doesn't work out well in these games.
Hey,
I sense...
Yeah?
When you were threatening that shade on the beach the other day, how did you know it was trying to protect the postman?
Just a feeling, I guess.
Alright.
Whenever I'm given a opportunity in this game to lie or tell the sad truth, I tell the sad truth because I'm pretty sure that's what the game wants me to do. Thematically speaking, it's going to be sad, but it's going to save issues in the future with confusion, rather than the comforting lie. Like, generally with these games, the comforting lie is seen as... Well, let's put it this way. I'd either say 3 unlikely companions will uncover the real cost of the truth. So maybe I'm actually doing the exact opposite of what's sensible. But that's the rub. That is, I think, the line the game's trying to draw. The uncomfortable truth and the comfortable lie. How sad am I willing to make people just to be correct? So I might be wrong with what the game wants me to do, but I believe I've correctly identified the question.
What have we got today? Which job should I give you first?
Learning a trade.
That trader in Seafront has another request. Well, he's more of a would-be trader, I guess. Anyway, he can fill you in.
I thought I did this quest line.
I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details.
No, because he keeps making me get embarrassing things. I get that. It doesn't take a long time. I will grab that quickly. Hang on, the boatman's probably here now. Doesn't have a dedicated pet dog button. 2 out of 10. Yes. I can't trust anything Deviler and Popola say anymore. They come with lies. Oh no, there's no new boatman yet. Right, I'll go there in a bit. Oh crap. Oh good. That guy wants to live. Pigs! The pigs will always survive. Okay, I can't land on the pigs. Probably for the best. Right, I will be right back. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Just going to park myself in a library, I guess. So it won't be long. Right, I'm back as the legends foretold. Dr. Popola.
Shades on the coast, the ferryman dead. You've had quite the rough trip. That poor ferryman used to tell me stories of the epic quarrels he had with his wife. He found the whole thing quite amusing. He loved her, though. He loved her with all that he was. I'm very sad to hear that he's gone.
You got eaten by a giant monster.
Still, you made it back safe, and I'm glad for that.
Are you, Popola? Are you?
Have you any new information about the key to the Shadow Lord's castle?
I'm still working on the decryption, but I'm afraid progress has stalled. Loyal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill.
I know where that is, don't worry.
It must be pretty complicated if even you can't decode it. Well, you're our last hope, so please keep trying, okay?
I will.
Why didn't you voice that line?
Thanks. I'll do that.
I'll do what I can to... Oh, one last thing. Since the ferryman was missing work, I arranged for someone else to handle the job. I'll make sure they know to let you use the boat as before.
Gotcha.
That?
Even without those we have lost, the world relentlessly continues to turn.
You don't know the half of it, my friend. As per the rule, please consider this your official notice to the King of Facade. He's chosen to enter into the ceremony of matrimony. Please lodge all objections. Congratulations for the official channel stated in the rules. Sincerely, the King. Yes, it's the King. Sorry for all this formal stuff. Listen, I'm getting married. I'd like you to come.
The king is getting married. It does this old book good to see a boy become a man.
Probably not a good idea to turn down a wedding invitation from a king. Let's go to Facade.
Not yet. We're gonna get quests first. So I've still got the robot to fight, and I've still got to go to the Forest of Mist. But yes.
Man, I'm pushed.
There's a quest here.
Oh there. Popola told me about you. Just tell me where you're going, and I'll take you there. No charge.
To the seafront. See, I wasn't I wasn't sure how much changes there'd be in the sea, apart from the end of things. Where am I? This way. There's war against the dogs. Okay.
Hey, good to see you again. Looks like you're feeling better.
I can't give up on my dream that easily.
Oh yeah?
Well, for one, it's a bit of a work in progress.
I see.
Hey, I don't... You can buy it from the strange thing.
Sure.
Great.
Okay, so apparently I didn't finish that quest line. And now to Facade. Hello. But I did finish this quest line here. I don't see myself finishing all of these. Just because a lot of them are just to have lots of stuff. And I can't be bothered to farm. But I don't think you need to. It's only the weapons that are important, I think. Bollocks. Oh, I just wasted an extra 40 seconds there.
Everything in working order?
Yeah, Vice. I'm good.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next time.
Oh there.
Oh there. I like that he has the same greeting. This place has really gone to the dogs. Oh, new scene. Shade dog. How many wolves did I have to eat? I thought it might be something like that. Not the forest thing, but that like the wolves are in a literal war, and therefore, you know, it's a back and forth instigation type thing, which we took part in earlier on in the game. But also, these dogs will definitely fight me if I walk near them. Because of that stupid child earlier. Facade. Went out to fight. Yes. Yeah, you do all these things in Part A as well, but there's less scenes. But like, I have to get like 10 wolf pelts in Part A as well. And you have to do like, because there's a key we're trying to get, fragments of the key. So the bosses, the wolf boss, the boat boss, the robot boss, are all things we had to do, but we didn't get the additional dialogue. I don't have 10 roses for you, but although I'm kind of close to getting them. I could have grew them and I, for some reason, didn't. Anyway.
Hey there. I'm in the market. What are you going?
Right. To the king. Yeah, the first time going through this, I thought it was pretty obvious the wedding wasn't going to end very well.
We hear your days of bachelorhood are coming to a close, King.
Congrats.
Forgive my prying, but we are all eager to know the identity of your lucky bride.
Hold on. Fira?
You have grown into a fine example of womanhood. I'm sure you will make a splendid queen.
Kaine's gonna want to see this.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Royalness. Congratulations on your wedding. I'm sorry Kaine's not here, but...
Of course. How could we refuse?
Indeed. Maybe it'll be different this time. Maybe it'll be a lovely wedding with no wolfy interruptions.
けるわせちされた。
Very smart wolves. Though if Kaine could understand them, she could have solved a couple of problems by just explaining things.
To think they even have rules governing the timing and water temperature of a bath.
What's it to you? You don't even take baths. Kaine?
What is the matter?
I don't like this. Weddings are festive occasions, you know? Should I even be here?
We were invited here by the king, remember?
Sure, but what about everybody else?
This city isn't like our villages. It's all about the rules here. And since there isn't a specific rule about you, I honestly think they won't give a crap.
Yeah, maybe.
Will you at least procure a new set of lingerie for the festivities? Some spring colors, perhaps?
We got her in new clothes. What are you talking about, Book?
Keep talking, Book. Let's see how smug you are when I toss you on a campfire.
Oh.
What's up?
Just having trouble getting to sleep.
Something bothering you?
No, the opposite, in fact.
Seems very bright outside.
I'm just so excited about the wedding that I can't settle down. I bet it's gonna have streamers and dancing and bears on unicycles and everything.
Bears on unicycles is a terrible thing. You don't want that, trust me.
I'm sorta jealous. I wish I was Fira.
You'll find a nice bride someday, Emil.
NieR, you're dumb. You're dumb, NieR.
Huh? Oh, right. Bride.
You must be tired indeed if you misunderstood that simple social nicety.
Why is there a Buster Sword up there?
Yeah, that's not exactly it.
Indeed. So I read all these the first time round. I'm gonna let the voice acting flow this time.
Everyone needs to blow off steam and celebrate once in a while.
Indeed, your people have earned a moment of rest and respite.
Plus, you want to make Fira happy, right? Anyway, life is better when you have someone to fight for.
I think Emil is gay. I'm pretty sure he's in love with NieR. The main character, I think. More doggies. But Emil is also like perpetually a teenager, like 14 forever, whatever it is. Like I know he's like 1,000 years old, but despite looking like a monster, I don't think his personality moved on from that of his original form. Yeah, I get that. She does compliment NieR. She says, "Oh my, you've grown," which is like a Freudian compliment. Oh, the dogs. I think it's a lot of this is to do with like, hey, had NieR just sort of relaxed a bit more, yeah, things didn't have to be quite so painful for him. And I guess that's true for the king as well, now that I think about it.
Aw, weddings are the best. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's just great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you jealous, Kaine?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
If we just stay here forever, nothing bad will happen. Just stay in this scene. Some fun dancing. Let off can fun dance with them. Nothing bad will ever happen. It's fine. We just need to never move on. That's my cup of tea. Let's check. Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, NieR will never sit down and smell the roses, and he's going to be punished for it. But the qualities that people liked about him are the qualities that ruined him as well. Like, as a... it made more sense when he was younger, but he spent 5 years only thinking about... not just revenge, but like, you know, murdering all the shades. No! What did you do? Oh, yeah. I have magical bullets. We didn't do anything to you. I mean... We did, but that's... I mean, we didn't do anything to you recently. Oh, I was totally going to win that. I've seen I think I've seen all of the JoJo's that have been animated, apart from the newest one. I've not finished the Italy one. But yeah, I really like the JoJo's that's set in the town. I really liked the theme of part 5. I didn't like... Yeah. I didn't like, weirdly enough, the most popular one. So I'm talking over this very emotional scene, but we've all seen this particular bit already. I didn't like the series where they invented the stands. Like, I like parts of it, but like, in Series 3, or the Diamond Crusader, I can't remember what it's called. Like, if it was cut down, I would have liked it, but like, it was... Yeah, it somehow really invents all the stuff that everyone loves JoJo for, but it itself I just didn't like very much. I liked the second half a lot more than the first half, but like the episodic way it did everything, I just found really frustrating. Like, as soon as they add the dog, it's immediately better. But I think 4 was my favourite.
I would rethink this course of action, King. Ahead lies a battle you cannot win.
Oh, I do like Dio. But you don't get to see Dio in the first half of bloody Series 3. It feels like the mangaka went on a really long holiday around the world, or around Europe, and decided that every single detail that he, like, oh yeah, the food in this place is great, but like, I hate the toilet system. Like, he really had an issue with toilets going around Europe, and it had to go in the manga, like every single detail. It genuinely felt that way. And some of it, I get it's kind of interesting, but like...
The king's grief is strong.
It kind of lent itself to a more immature humour that I wasn't keen on. I wasn't keen, like, there's so much toilet humour in that series, but like, mostly, I didn't like that it felt like a Saturday morning cartoon episodic, despite the fact that the story was moving forwards, but like, it felt like Carmen Sandiego with him, like, taking the path around, where, technically speaking, you could cut out a lot of that. And all the way through, they're like, is this something weird going on? Is this the work of an enemy star? Yes! Yes, it's always the work of an enemy star. It's never not the work of an enemy stand. It's that buff guy, the absurdly buff guy you spoke to earlier. It's that dude. Nobody's that buff in real life. Investigate it. Like it has its moments. Like, I like when, like, the little old lady, and I like the cowardly man with a gun. Holhos? Like, when the important characters are introduced, it gets quite good. But like, yeah, I mean, I'm ranting, but like, that's me. It's what I assume it wants me to have that reaction, because it's like, perhaps, you know, that's essentially Polnareff's entire character, is to point out obvious stuff and nobody listen to him, but and then to try and find toilets. I like parts of it. If it was, I feel like you could cut it down and I'd like it a lot more. But like, it's just, there's this sink in the middle of this series where I'm like, oh god, how long does this go on for? It's... I'm glad I went through it, but I'd never go through that series again. I think I'd watch every other series happily again, but I'd skip episodes from that series. I'd be like, oh, they're fighting on a plane. Don't care about the plane episode. Next. Oh, it's a gorilla. Kind of uncomfortable with the gorilla episodes, to be honest. Like, there's just a lot of that. Like, I'm even tempted. I'm halfway through 5. I was watching them as they were coming out, and I really liked how it was different. I really do like how they keep reinventing the protagonists and stuff. Like, he spent like Series 4 going, oh, let's make the stands actually interesting rather than different powers. That's the problem 3 had as well. Where he had this entirely new system which was really cool. And then, like, it was pretty obvious he made up the Punch Ghost and then figured out the twist later that they were the same. I get that, and I'm totally forgiving of the fact that that's the case. But that Punch Ghost solves so many problems throughout that series, where it's just like, oh, he just... Yeah, the Punch Ghost can occasionally do weird shit and just solve an underwater ghost spot. Like, some of them are really interesting and some of them aren't. And then Series 4, all of them are basically interesting. Because he's gone, right, we're not on a journey anymore, we're in a town, and we're going to explore this new story. And then when it came to 6, he's now got a better idea of how the different powers could work in interesting ways. And I like that. I like that it evolves.
Yeah. I'm guessing he'll run off to take
It's the
on
most
worlds
interesting
anytime
thing
now.
about JoJo is that you can just see a person learning how to write. It's why I really like Series 1. Series 1 is very, very silly, but it's like, I love how much effort they put into animating this kind of not quite fully realised series yet. I do need to come back. And yeah, I don't know why I never finished it. I must have got distracted. That happens sometimes.
Will we let him go by himself?
Of course not. Hell, I hate the wolves too.
Yes. Yeah, I really like Kira. Like, I know, because series... Let's say the Italian series, and then they bring the bullet stand again, and it's just the gun stand, but with a better downside to it, because they had to make the gunman really quite cowardly for that. He's got the strongest. Being able to magically turn the bullets is the best stand, and he should have just won all his battles. But you know, he's a coward, and I get like you go, oh, I've got a cool idea for a stand. It's a gun with a bullet. Oh god, it's too strong. Which other series fall into that trap?
Then we must prepare for the fight.
I think the most obvious example is Heroes, where they've got they've got one character that can copy everyone else's power, and they've got another person who can do that, of course, and they've got a time-traveling samurai, and it's like, okay, how do we do a series 2 when we have 3 people with godlike powers? Everyone has to lose their powers. And Heroes introduces a person that can look like anyone else. That's always a bad idea, because that means they can retcon anything at any moment, and you've got to be very careful if you introduce a Clayface character. That there needs to be a tell. Otherwise you get the Spider-Man thing, where you're never quite sure, or Doctor Doom. Nah, that was the fake Doctor Doom. We never fought Doctor Doom. Like, no, you need to have, even if it's in retrospect, you should always have like, oh, fake Dooms have this. Did you not notice? Otherwise, I can never trust anything you write ever again. I've not gotten to the Mafia, but where did I get to? I think... I've only just had Spice Girls introduced. So the Spice Girls stand exists. They've crash landed...
It will not be an easy one.
Somewhere. So Spice Girls has been in like 2 episodes, I think. Is it Spice Girl or Spice Girls? Okay. It's really weird not to immediately meet the king at this point. But I'm going to do the Forest of Myth now, so I don't have to do it later.
Popola said we might be able to find something in the Forest of Myth.
You will forgive me if I seem less than enthusiastic about such a trip.
I'm hoping the Forest of Myth has different stories this time round. But okay, we're about to do a lot of reading. Get me to the entrance. What's really cool about JoJo is, like, as somebody who's like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball influenced basically like all the fighting anime afterwards, and it turns out, oh, I've been missing like a really important historical manga that's had its fingers in, like, there's no Bleach, there's no One Piece without JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and you can very much see like the influences, and it's just really interesting. Going, oh, this is just this missing piece, because you find out, oh yeah, Street Fighter, that's, you know, Guile is very much literally based on, it only is his appearance, but it's like based on Polynarif, and like, blimey, it's just like this missing piece of the puzzle to a lot of culture that I've absorbed. It was the same for yeah, like because I very much have a problem with how Dragon Ball. It's why I've not watched any of the new ones, because it's just like Dragon Ball solves all its problems by going, but we're gonna power up now, and I'm gonna power up to your level, and oh no, you powered up above my level. Okay, but we're gonna power up to your, which means the best fights in Dragon Ball Z are the guy who can switch bodies. The times he has to use his light power, because they're the interesting decisions. Any of the fights that involve, like, I love Frieza, but like all of Frieza is just powering up and going, God, put him in a cupboard so he can power up. Okay, is he powered up? Right, we can fight. Oh no, he can power up again. Like, I like the individual characters, but the fight mechanics is all, you know, people. Whereas the whole stand thing, where everyone has to kind of figure out the rock, paper, scissors, is, I think, a lot more interesting. I'm assuming the newer ones are slightly better about it. Where's the boat? I'm just gonna... I have no quarrels with you. Well, I do have quarrels with you, the dogs, but no. Cell. Gohan.
Does it not strike you as curious to find wolves in the desert?
Should it?
They normally live in forests, yes. Deserts would seem to hold little sustenance for them.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I can certainly guess what they've been eating.
What was I going to say? Right before I played Dark Souls 2 for the first time, and that was my first Dark Souls game, I watched the 80s series of Berserk. And Berserk's another one of those series is where you go like, oh, Berserkers, everyone copies Berserk. And it was really weird because Dark Souls literally does take things directly from Berserk. So I was like, am I going crazy? Because it just so happened I just finished Berserk, well, the 80s anime. 2's the I played. No, 2 was the first one I played because I was like, everyone loves it. I'll force myself to play 2 because it's the one that's going to come out. And they said 2 are for noobs. And now I really enjoyed it. I can see why people like it the least, but like, even the worst one is a really good game. But like, I played that several times and I never finished 3. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's kind of cool to hate on 2, and I sort of get why. But like, it's fine. The other thing, like 2 taught me never to use the camera lock because it has this thing where it's gonna send loads of people at you, and if you ever focus on an enemy, you're a bit fucked. So I played 2 without shields, just without using the camera lock, and it's fine. Like, you get used to it. It's just a different game, and the whole like being patient, learning the map is still exactly the same. Although I do appreciate it's not as clever with its map, where you're like, how the fuck does this lava place exist above some mountains? But yeah, even if it's the worst one, it's great. Where am I going? To the Northern Plains. But it's like going, hey, there are bloody, there are skeletons here on wheels. That's literally a thing from Berserk. And then you go, oh, loads of people reference Berserk. Goddamn, this game references Berserk. Well, technically, this game references the first game. And the first game, like, well, the problem is, you go, yeah, but is every Buster sword a Berserk sword? Like, people are allowed to have similar ideas. I get that as well. But, I don't know why I thought I could get away with just casually walking into that. Okay, I've got to check out the bridge, because sometimes there's a villain there or something? Definitely not putting off doing quite a lot of reading. But a part of me will always like the first JoJo series. I goddamn love, I've forgotten his name now. What's he called? The guy with the odd job razor hat. What's his name? It'll be like a famous musician name. Okay, Vinland Saga. I've heard a bit. There's a bunch that people have been saying are really good, and I've just not watched any anime in ages, like properly. What's the guy's name? I remember Polnareff. Because he's so popular, they keep his name in the series. What's his name? I don't have Prime at the moment, nor Netflix. I'm in a weird situation. Although I can track down series via alternative means. Even so-and-so is afraid. What's his name? I've no quarrel with you, boy. What was that guy's name? It's going to annoy me now. Because, like, the first series of JoJo, because there's a some point going through the JoJo, the first series, where I was like, hang on, everyone's named after musicians. It was Tom Petty. Tom Petty turns up and I'm like, what? Why is Tom Petty in this series? And then I'm like, oh, and Dio, but Tom Petty's not the person I'm thinking of. But Tom Petty was the name where I was like, that's a real person. You can't have a real person's name in this. Oh, no wonder it took 20 years for them to make a series of it. Goddamn licensing issues. They find him in London. In series 3, like he survives the series and becomes an old man, and then he's in all of them as the company's named after him at that point. Oh, I promised I wouldn't forget that guy's name, and I've forgotten it. It's because I will. I'll forget everything.
The home of that blasted dream.
I'm hoping the dream's Speedwagon. Yes.
Never to experience again.
Like, I didn't realize. I can't believe I was like, oh yeah, I love Speedwagon, and didn't realize that because he's like literally the name of a band. But like, so what I love about him is they have the one fight, and JoJo catches the hat with his hand, and Speedwagon's like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to dedicate my entire life to following you and just narrating everything you do. And I don't know why. It's such a weird writing thing to choose. But like, I just love the Speedwagon just turns up at the house uninvited and goes, that's a bad un. I know a bad un when I see one. And that's a bad un right there. And then he's just like, JoJo's climbing the walls. Oh my goodness, the strength it would take. And he's talking to no one. And I love Speedwagon so much. He just immediately became my favourite character. Like, to the point, because when you go on the internet and you watch anime, people always ask you who Best Girl is. Now, I don't actually watch any anime that has, like, I think they're called harems. Like, I'm just not really interested in those types of animes. But, like, I know there's a, like, you do it with computer games as well with Danganronpa. You would pick Best Girl. So I thought it'd be funny, like, if anyone ever asks me, I'd just say Speedwagon. And it turns out that's already a joke on the internet. People pick Speedwagon. I'm like, I've never felt more like in sync with like anime, like forum culture than when I was like, oh my god, like we've all thought the same thing. Just because it's like, it's just the weird amount of like dedication that Speedwagon has immediately to JoJo. I'm dedicating my entire life right now. It's like. And it's just because the dude clearly didn't consider that he could just have a, you know, a narrator that wasn't a character. Because he does it with this next series as well, with the boy, I've forgotten his name. And then eventually he's like, oh, I could just narrate myself. I don't need a character to be around. But like, it's a bit clumsy, and it just makes him really endearing accidentally. Okay. And it must have been popular, because Speedwagon's, yeah, as far as I know, Speedwagon's name stays in it forever. Yeah, I can imagine that must cause so much issues. I mean, it's funny as fuck having the Spice Girls turn up. Like, because obviously when it's in the 80s, I'm less knowledgeable about REO Speedwagon. Apparently that name can just go by and I wouldn't... It took Tom Petty for me to go, hang on. But like, as soon as the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Spice Girls turn up, I'm like, what? That's very, like, on the nose. but I love it. And it makes more sense with the stands as well. Like, obviously AC/DC turns up, and at this point I'm like tracking down the names. AC/DC.
Hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual has happened?
It was the Pillar Men, which I decided because this guy, like, the other thing about JoJo is that he's obviously incredibly interested at that point in poses and muscly men, like to the point that I've not really seen in any other series. And I'm like, is this guy, like, I've never felt the need to look up whether a writer was gay or not, because I was just like, he's really interested in muscly men. Like, I've got nothing against it. I was just like, it's a lot. And I'm like, no, he's married, he's got kids, and he's just at that time really, really, really wanted to draw muscly men. And I know they all turn androgynous later on, like his style changes. And I'm like, kind of respect. He has a book with poses, and god damn it, he's going to use every single goddamn pose, every pose he can find, he's going to put in. It doesn't matter how unnatural it looks, he's using them all. And I'm like, respect. He's got a style, he's got an interest. Cool.
Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
Oh, so the stories... Of course, we've already seen most of the stories already.
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Also, yes, that particular song is a certified banger, I believe is the phrase.
Did you investigate the cause of this?
It's not AC/DC, it's one of the Pillar Men, though. Whoever the leader of the Pillar Men is.
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
I could add that to my playlist. No, that'd probably cause problems. That's a shame. Maybe I should investigate.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
So it's the story of the tree collecting stories, isn't it? I'm not a massive fan of Walk Like an Egyptian, but a part of me is just because I really loved the ending roundabout, like that little tease at the start of Roundabout is like the perfect way to end episodes. So whatever song followed was always going to disappoint me anyway. But mainly, I've just never been a fan of that song. It's just Roundabout's a really good. Oh shit! Something we've ended. Like, it's much better than the 24 boop boop. You know, because that sounds like my microwave's about to go off.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Ooh, this is new. Yes, it's... Yeah, because that was a really clever use of that song. Because it's I don't know if I need you, but I'm dying to find out. I was like, you've gotten me enjoying Savage Garden. How have you done this to me, JoJo?
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Vice is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Right. I may have to go and get more drink. Black, pure darkness painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of the wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much as a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree, and once they'd formed a web that spanned the entire world. Okay, I'm going to read through all of this. I believe this is the same as before, but now I'm thinking that this is like a computer? Blimey. Well, I hope you'll get better soon, because that sounds painful as fuck. So, yes, good luck. Please do make yourself comfortable. What was I going to say? Yes, this sounds like a computer database with a personality. I'm going to continue reading. Words collapsed into the sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors, once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself, etched upon it a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. No, I don't want more followers, internet. I don't want them. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another. And another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly. But fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 23 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She's laughing. She's been doing so for as long as she can remember. Hello, Explodey. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. I don't know, I was very quick with that ban. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched within a single word. Loss. Look. Hang on, let me take a sip. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory's been lost. A shame. It was a favourite of mine. That's Drakengard, right? That's literally the cause of magic in this world, which has been hinted at once. Hang on, where was it hinted? Somebody said. I've only got 30 weapons, and one of them is the diary weapon. So I'm missing 2 diary weapons, and possibly Iron Will. I don't know if that counts. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labelled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountains of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Ergo had entered was completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Ergo suddenly felt a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Ergo stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. That they must listen. Look there. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. The shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The trees extended a branch towards Ergo. Without a second thought, Ergo brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst forth. No, they did not. Jewels burst there. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree, there is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. This is the cupboard. This is the cupboard where the souls are kept. Is this it? That's what the Forest of Myth is. Is that correct? You don't have to say. Also, you're AFK, so you might not. I will say for any future archaeologists, I'm guessing the Forest of Myth, and specifically this tree, is where the human souls are kept. That the Gestalt, when you go Gestalt, it's a shade stealing memory. The actual process, right, is probably quite complex, and we're deep in abstract territory here. So, like, I don't need to know either, because knowing the literal process would make it worse. Fair enough. So I've been whenever I speak to Explodey, I've always called it a cupboard, because it's just the birds. The birds were like, and they put the souls away. Like, where did they put the souls? Anyway. Look, thought the tree, there is the conviction memory I'd lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all of its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem. I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the colour of the lost envy? Fuck! I wasn't paying attention and I knew it would do this and I forgot. I'm gonna say green because envy.
You let it slip through your fingers.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, Grimoire of Vice.
Come on, we have to go back to that stupid land of words again?
I will pay. I was reading. It doesn't mean I was paying attention. It says green and black. It's tricking me by introducing other colours. Okay, no, this one's envy. This one's envy here. The brown eyes. Okay, it's not this bit. He's gonna drop the memories at some point. I'm skipping through this. Obviously, I'm gonna need to know the answers to this as well. All the memories was black. One of the crystals is the Forest of Myth. It was also interesting that he's treating the memories like a toy, because that's what I'm doing now. This is a toy I'm literally playing. It was one of the things I liked about NieR Automata, where the characters were dressed like dolls, because they are dolls. Not in the sense of the game that they're robots, but they're dolls. That's what computer game characters are. They're just dolls. We've made them abstract computer dolls, but they're still dolls. They're still, what's the word? I mean, effigy. It's kind of amusing that you can use a different, because it's only the 80s that we invented the word action figure, right? Action Man, it used to be dolls for boys and girls, and then somebody went, no, we need to change the name to action figure because then we can sell more boys dolls. Anyway, and then like it's all effigies really. It's all cheap playroom toys. Anyway. That's why I like words, because when you change the word, you just subtly change the meaning, even though it could be the same thing. And I'm assuming this game's interested in that sort of thing, because looking at the same events, but with slightly different context, is like its major gimmick. green jewel. I thought I'd pick green. Blue. Oh, goddamn. I swear it was green. I did much better than this the first time round. There's a chance I thought I picked green and I didn't. That's the worst case scenario because it means I go through this 4 times and that makes me look dumb as hell. Okay, because he spat out a green jewel. Okay, did I miss the first time round then? Because I swear I picked green first, because it's green with envy. That's why I would have picked green. Oh god, I look so dumb right now. Unless it changes every single time to stop people from doing this. Spits out a green jewel. That said 63 companions. Fuck. Did it? It spoke! This shade has intelligence and emotion. Sorry about that. Who cares? Ergo brushed the Vice's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Ergo. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Ergo, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arms, and out of its entire body. NieR, think, NieR, think! I'm hoping that meme will be relevant. It was emotion, more than that entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains. No more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it was to be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? It was 63, it changed the goddamn number, I saw it and I was skipping through. Goddamn, it changes the colour. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! The key, cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded and became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart. How can a world of letters, I implore, most important thing, world. Yona. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. So I'm guessing this scene is words did explode, he did. This scene seems kind of important because I didn't notice the first time round what's the most important thing in the world. Yona mirrors what Yona says. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Ergo was drawn back to the real world. The tree was satisfied. I'm glad I caught the 63. So I'm guessing the first time round it wasn't a green jewel, and then it was afterwards.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle.
I feel like he would care, but like, because that would be something to behold.
I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yes, of course.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
That wasn't... You didn't say that last time, Vice. They did joke about that with the sword, where he did say... Yeah. I don't know if that's a joke yet, because Yoko... is it Yoko? Yeah, Yoko Taro. I don't know if it's a joke yet, because it's a joke in one of the scenes. Let's go fight those wolves. I feel like I shouldn't leave the wolves for too long. I'm also going to take a small break. Because reading and stuff, and I need to make more beverages. What I'll do is I'll get myself to a location first. We'll check out the bridge as well, the side quest. But it won't be super long, like 10 minutes max. Oh, I've got lurkers here as well. I mean, one of them is exploding, still. How did I forget the words? I've heard this song so much. I might get myself the second weapon. I have to turn off those Emil faces at some point as well. What does it want me? No, it doesn't. Where do we keep the boat? Actually, what I'll do is I'll pause specifically here because it's funny to do so. And then there's something to watch in the background.